Hello people, today we're going to watch a football match in a football stadium that has been open since 1919, meaning that it is over 105 years old, in and around 105, 106 years old as of this year. But football has been played there since the 1870s, the late 1870s, which is kind of mad. So much has happened in the world since football started being played in the place where we're going to be watching the match today. 2 world wars have been fought. The television, the internet, mobile phones, solar panels, penicillin, the football league, aeroplanes have all since been invented. European giants like Celtic, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Porto, Ajax, Feyenoord, Sporting, Benfica and Celtic Hearts have since been formed. What other clubs? Let me know. Many pandemics have come and gone. The Ottoman, Austro-Hungarian and German empires were all dismantled. The Wall Street crash triggered the Great Depression. The Russian Revolution gave rise to the Soviet Union. It lasted for 69 years, then collapsed. We landed on the moon, supposedly. Cuba, Panama, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Indonesia, Jordan, India, Cambodia, Sudan, Morocco, Tunisia, Ghana, Cyprus, Kenya, Malawi, Malta, and many more nations gained their independence. Spurs have even won 2 leagues, 8 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, and 4 European trophies. You get the gist. Despite all the ups, downs, and in-betweens of humanity over the past 146 years, one constant has remained. Football has been played at Palmerston Park. Absolutely beautiful day for it here in Dumfries. I'm staying in this hotel tonight and I've had to be kind of tactical with what game I have chosen to go to on this Tuesday evening as part of the Premier Sports Cup group stage phase in this early stage of the season, because I've got a couple of videos planned in Wales towards the end of this week. So I wanted to have one video early this week that was kind of on the way. I'll stay here, so I've got not as far to drive to Wales. Let's get inside and check it out. So here we are outside of Palmerston Park, home of Queen of the South, of course. It's just down this lane here coming off the main road, and yeah, while it was technically officially a football stadium from when this version of Queen of the South were formed in 1919, it was used as a drill field, and they also practiced football on here, and it was the rifle volunteers of this area who formed one of the most incredible football teams I think I've ever researched. They did so well for volunteers, rifle volunteers. I guess Third Lanark were rifle volunteers as well, but probably the biggest of their kind. But this team here have an incredible history dating back to the 1870s, and they've always played some football right here, and you can see as well, can't you, because it is a proper classic old British looking football stadium. Before we head in, I'll have a little walk around just to see what we can see from the outside. I've been here I think twice before, once for a game, once not for a game, so I've not done a huge amount of coverage about Queen of the South, and I've certainly not really looked into their stadium and their properly old history before, which we'll hopefully see a little bit of inside when we get in. But look, you can just tell it's a proper old school, rugged Scottish lower league stadium. Although I say lower league, I think the highest they've ever finished was 4th in around the 1930s. I'll stick that league table on screen. Look at some of the teams they were above Queen of the South. They are now a League One side, but in my humble opinion, I think they should be at least a championship side. Of course, they played in Europe as well, didn't they? I think 2008-ish, 2010-ish, didn't they reach a Scottish Cup final or 2 as well? So I think they're a bigger team than what maybe current and recent form suggests. Very nice lady on kind of the reception area there. Just said I could come in and have a quick look around pre-game, which is great. So we are now on the hunt for stuff from the 1800s, even just like a little bit of info somewhere in the history of the club. We've got loads of stuff along here, but it looks all a little bit more recent. And there you go, as I was saying, outside the Scottish Cup final 2008 against Rangers at Palmerston Park. Quite amazing, isn't it? Out of all those things that I told you about, all the clubs that were formed, all the different parts of history that you can probably think of that I didn't even mention, football has been played here for that entire time. Here we go, look at these wooden seats. These have probably been here from the 1800s. I doubt they've been here that long, but Look at that. Absolutely love it. I'm sure I must have mentioned the wooden seats when I came last time. I did ask when I arrived, is there any thing inside that I can see that is a nod to the old Rifle Volunteers football club that played here before Queen of the South played here? They don't think there is, but apparently there's a historian coming to the game today, so hopefully we can chat to him. But before we do, let me tell you a little bit about this football club. This was a drill ground for those Rifle Volunteers who formed one of the most incredible football teams I've ever heard of. The site of this ground was formerly a farm called Palmerston Park. It kind of still has that ring to it. Their first competitive football match was in the Scottish Cup in the 1880-81 season. They got a bye in the first round, played Stranraer in the second round, and then played Beath in the third round, losing 17-2. However, despite that result, the Fifth, as they were known, were a very successful cup side, winning all the local competitions on several occasions. They even played in every Scottish Cup from 1880 to 1895, except the 1891-92 season. The highest scoring draw in the history of the Scottish Cup was here. They played a local side, and what do you think the score was? 5-all, 6-all, no, 7-all. It was a 7-7 game here, and that is a record that stands to this day. The volunteer forces all reorganised, and obviously the First World War eventually came around, and a lot of the local teams all kind of disbanded and then eventually merged again to become the Queen of the South that we know today from 1919, and in 1921 they brought this ground for £1,500. Bargain. So we're now looking for the club historian in here somewhere, yeah? So this is the arena opposite the stadium. What's this used for then? Is this?
So loads of businesses in it. So we've got the indoor pitches that people can hire, or they can use to train on it.
Does the club own this?
Yes.
Oh, the club owns this as well, nice.
The gym upstairs.
Do the players train up there?
There's a gym upstairs that they use when they're here.
You're the club historian? I was told.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, that's just something I'm labelled with. I wouldn't go as far as that.
It's a pretty good label to have.
As people know far much more than what I do. So yeah, I mean, as I say, it's sort of a training ground. When Queens came here in 1919, so they've been here ever since. The ground's changed. Obviously a little bit. That stand that's there now, the main stand, it's been there since 65.
Yep.
There was a fire that got burnt out.
Right,
what
okay.
you see now has been there since 1965. Basically, it's one of the more football grounds that you get now.
It's a classic, isn't it? Yeah.
Lego built things that you see around the country.
Yeah, it's still got a lot of the soul that I'm sure it had back in those really early days.
Yeah.
But for everybody watching who maybe doesn't know, why is it called Queen of the South, the football club, and not Dumfries United or Dumfries Town or something?
Well,
where does the name come from?
Queen of the South was actually the name of a poem that someone wrote.
Yeah.
Someone wrote a poem, Queen of the South. The lad that wrote it's actually buried in St Michael's Churchyard. I only found out that recently.
Okay.
So that's basically it. I think they took the name from the poem.
So like people from Dumfries are called Doom Gamers.
Yeah.
But we've got a gaming group called Doom Gamers.
Ah, nice, clever.
So,
I like it. Yeah.
We kind of transformed this space in. So we've got like different Xboxes. We've got a world that's got like Palmerston's been built in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
And then we've got like all the kind of posters of players. So we just started it last season. Most of the players are signed by the boys because thankfully this year we've got a really good relationship with the club. So the boys will come in. We'll sign stuff forward,
So people from Dumfries.
Yeah, come from all over, to be fair. With kids today on camp, like we had a summer camp today. Kids came from like Castle Douglas.
Yeah, nice.
Came from like over the whole world though. So.
Yeah, there's 2 kids from Cayman Islands.
So that was interesting. In this building here behind me, stadium's right there. Other building there, it's like an arena with like a little cafe and stuff. So all the fans were like just eating and drinking before the game, and it was where the club shop was, and it's also where they have like the community hub as well. So despite this place being 130, 40 years old or whatever when they've been playing football here from the Riflemen, they now in the modern day have this building here where they have stuff for the community like Xboxes and stuff. So it is funny, isn't it, how football changes down the years. So this stadium is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
How do you enjoy greatest stadium in Scotland?
Yes.
How do you enjoy coming here week in, week out?
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's got a bit of soul, unlike some of the more modern ones, maybe. And I don't think I've even told you who's playing today. It's Queen of the South, obviously, at home against Edinburgh City in the League Cup group stage phase. It's a 105-year-old stadium here at Palmerston Park, and football's been played here even longer before that as well. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's good. We like coming. Like, we come all the time. That,
Yeah,
so
nice.
I'm a big fan.
It's a proper classic old stadium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Much like the Rifle Volunteers that came before them, these 22 lads have just kicked off a football match. Queen of the South v Edinburgh City in the early stages of the League Cup. There's never going to be an absolute sellout, but not a bad turnout. Hi there.
Hiya.
Can I pay by card?
Yes.
I can, cool. And what is on the menu?
So you've got Scotch pies, chips, curry sauce, sweets, tea, coffee, water, Coke, Diet Coke, and brew.
Right, let's get the milk in. Look how old school this is, like the old milk jug. Is it in the actual newspaper? On student achievements from the Dumfries and Galloway College. We could read about that if the game gets boring. But chips with curry sauce and a coffee. I'm sure my bowels will thank me later. Really similar goal to the one that we saw Kilmarnock score, their second goal against Brora the other day. I'm worried I've got curry sauce mouth right now. But yeah, good finish there from the striker. Queen of the South 1, Edinburgh City 0. I want to come down and sit in one of the wooden seats. It's got to be done. You're here to watch
Ben Johnston.
Ben Johnston, number 14 for Queen of the South today, yeah? And that's your dad's cousin?
Yes, my dad's cousin Ruth. It's her boy, sorry.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
And so, are you? What's your
support
thoughts of
here.
this stadium? We are currently sat, mate, in the wooden seats.
I think it's iconic because there's not many left. I mean, in Scotland there is quite a few, but when you look at football as a whole, there's not many left. You've got all these modern stadiums, so it is nice. It makes a change from like Ibrox and stuff to come here.
Yeah.
And you've got the kids in that chanting and that.
The terrace over there as well. It's a proper old school stadium.
Yeah,
You get like a good vibe when you come
You
here.
get a good atmosphere. Yeah. It's coming up 20 years, which is good.
Second half is about to kick off. I just want to finish off a TikTok. I'm this close to finishing it, and the second half's about to start. So, just up here doing some more editing. I've already edited part of the vlog. I'm already editing TikTok as well. So, yeah, busy. I love it. I love being busy. I love being at the football and having videos to make. But yeah, I'm gonna hang on. Queen of the South, go forward here straight away. Oh, and I'm gonna get this done, and then I'm gonna head around towards the terracing for the second half. I feel like we've got to stand out on the terracing at least for a bit. Queen of the South. Oh, it's 2! It's 2-0. Oh, quality. You wouldn't believe it. It's 3-0. Right, we are leaving the big stand behind me, and look, you come down these little steps. It's really higgledy-piggledy, this old stadium. Look, they got the badge here though. That's what we love about these old grounds, is they are so unique. Like, there's not one quite like this. But look, you can come and stand right next to pitch side if you want. Currently here at Palmerston Park, it's 3-0. They're playing well so far. But what do you make of the stadium? Because it's over 100 years old.
It's quite rusty.
Yeah? What do you reckon?
I love the terracing stand.
The terracing, yeah. It's probably a unique stadium, isn't it? Would you swap it for a more modern one? Or are you happy here where it's like this?
Nah, I think it's alright.
Yeah? It's unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's One of the best stands in Scotland.
You want some more facts about the stadium, don't you? So the capacity is about 8,600 people. So it is actually pretty big for League One. Look. Oh. So it is actually pretty big for League One. And there's around 3,000 seated. So more is standing than is seated in here. Obviously behind both goals, over there and over there. I am Footy Adventures, mate. How are you doing?
Good.
How's it going, boys?
Good.
So what do we make of this stadium?
The best one.
In Scotland?
Yeah.
Yeah, nowhere comes close, does it?
No.
With the terrace in over there.
Yeah.
And so where are Queen's going to finish in the league this year, do we reckon?
Second or first.
Second or first, yeah.
Top three. Second.
Top three, definitely. They've got it, haven't they? What do you make of this stadium then?
It's really good. It's got high quality chips. Of course, it has to be
High
a great
quality chips,
stadium.
yeah. Okay, nice.
Of course, it's a great stadium.
So your favourite thing about it is the chips?
Yeah, please.
Nice. Yeah, I quite enjoyed them earlier. I had some too. It's over 100 years old, this place, isn't it? Would you swap it for a newer stadium? Or are you happy
No,
here? Happy here?
Here.
Right, it's 4-0 by the way. It's 4-0, isn't it?
Come on!
Happy with that? There he is.
Freddie!
He's famous. Mate, I liked your answer. You said Stirling Albion, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nice. Why did you say Stirling Albion?
Because they're a nice team in the stadium.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was asking them on TikTok, who would you support if you didn't support Queen of the South? So he said Stirling Albion. But yeah, it is now 4-0, Queen of the South.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. See you later, mate. Yeah, I've missed another goal, so I was chatting to these lads. Nice lads here at Queen of the South. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate you watching the videos. What was I going to say then? Yeah, 4-0 Queen of the South now. It's less about the game and more about this incredible stadium that I'm talking to you about today. But what is the record attendance here? 26,552 against Hearts in the Scottish Cup in 1952. There was one more fact I wanted to tell you. It was about the floodlights. The floodlights opened at some stage. I suppose you don't need to know that. Do your own research and get down here, because it's quality.
Do I get four?
Go for it, mate. I like your Ronaldo haircut, mate.
Thank you.
Let me get that on the vlog. Let me get that on the vlog. Look at that. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, mate. Love it, love it. Best trim in Dumfries.
Floodlights in the whole of Scotland.
You reckon they've got the tallest floodlights in the whole of Scotland?
They do.
Is that a fact?
Tallest floodlights.
Oh, lads, you're teaching me things here. You're teaching the viewers as well.
Do you know, fun fact, Queens have actually got the biggest floodlights in the whole of Scotland.
He's confirmed it. That is quality. You're a vlogger of the future.
I wanna be legend. I wanna be legend.
What do you make of this stadium?
Class. Iconic.
Iconic. Yeah, it is. It's different, isn't it, with the terrace in? So do you always stand in the terrace in, yeah? And so should more fans from around the UK come and visit?
Absolutely. That's class, by the way. Hug the chaps, they're brilliant.
Come on, the Queens! That is full time. 4-0. See you later, mate. See you later, mate. Cheers, man. Oh yeah, what lads? And then look at all them guys up there. Remember, this is basically a pre-season friendly, isn't it? This is the early stages of the League Cup. It's treated as pre-season for a lot of clubs. And this is how many are here, and the atmosphere is this good. Imagine if they go on a run and try and win the league this year, how good the atmospheres would actually be. Good performance today, good result as well. How was that to play in?
It was good. No, listen, they're a good team. First half it was difficult for us. I thought the rotations and that were good. But the second half I feel as if we committed traps a wee bit more and it ended up comfortable.
And the atmosphere was good as well, despite it being an early season, first game of the season, League Cup fixture. I thought it was good.
It is. I didn't actually expect it to be as busy as it was. But even in the last season, I think we went 12 games unbeaten or something like that, and the atmosphere was right up. So hopefully that just continues for the start of this season. A few years ago, it just got relayed the pitch. It wasn't so great a few years ago, to be honest with you. But now it's honestly probably one of the best in the leagues indoors. I'm pretty sure we're getting new changing rooms and that soon. So
nice.
I know it's good to play here.
I also got the facts from the little lads that these are the tallest floodlights in Scotland. I need that verified. The comments section always puts me right. So if they're wrong, let me know in the comments. Or if they're right, big them up even more. Huge thank yous for watching. Massive thanks for the warm welcome, everybody of Queen of the South. Cheers.